Can upgrading your sander really make that much of a difference to your woodworking projects and improve your sanding experience? And is the Rutlands Brushless Random Orbital Sander really an affordable alternative to the Merkur style sanders? Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Rutlands Brushless Random Orbital Sander. I'm not actually going to tell you whether or not you should buy this. What I am going to do though is look at all the features it has to offer and give you my honest opinion about what I've liked and what I haven't liked whilst I've been using it. I'll put a list of those features next to me right now, and if you don't want to hang around and watch the whole video and want to skip to a specific part, I'll make sure there's timestamps linked down in the description below. I'll be scoring each feature that I mention out of 10 as we progress through the video. Bear in mind as we go through, the only comparison I have is this ancient, cheap random orbital sander. However, I have absolutely loved this even though it was a super budget option. So this sander is going to have to really step up if it's going to change my opinion. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the ergonomics, build quality and comfort. Initial impressions right out of the box is this looks like a professional tool. Didn't come with any rattling parts, loose bits or flaking bits of paint like you'd expect from something made of slightly inferior materials. And after a month of use, there doesn't seem to be any real signs of wear showing, which you would expect again from probably a cheaper produced model. Now let's talk comfort. This sander weighs just 1.7 kilos and has been designed with a low profile so you can use it for long periods of time without getting fatigued. I've used it both flat and vertically on projects, and it feels well balanced and comfortable in my hand when I'm operating it. The supplied 1.1 meter hosing fits with a 35mm port straight onto my dust collector, which is great, but I have found that the hosing catches on my workbench as I'm using the tool, although I think that's because I haven't broken the edges of my workbench with sandpaper as opposed to the hosing design itself. If you're sanding for long periods, having a tool that's comfortable to use and easy to handle really makes all the difference. And the long body that comes on this model allows you to hold the sander with two hands to reduce fatigue and when more control is needed. And although I like the low profile, the long base can be quite difficult to maneuver in tight spaces, and I wonder if it would be a little bit better with a slightly more compact design. Overall though, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for ergonomics and build quality. The sander is powered by a 350 watt brushless motor, and what I love about the brushless motor is that it maintains its power even under heavy load. So whether you're sanding a roughly flat surface or taking on a tougher project, it doesn't lose its speed or performance. To be honest, my old sander did struggle with this, and especially when I was pushing down on it a bit more than I should have, it really struggled to maintain the power. With this one though, no such issue. The sander delivers smooth and even power no matter what. Overall, I'd rate the motor on this a solid 8 out of 10. It's powerful, consistent, and just plain reliable. Vibration and noise are important issues with sanding, and as time goes on, we're becoming more aware of the damage that can be caused to our eardrums by constant exposure to loud noise. This sander has an advertised vibration rating of 3.07, and it says that the noise from the sander is 80 decibels. The low vibration gives me the ability to use this comfortably for long periods of time without my hands going numb or getting too fatigued. It's far less jarring than what I'm used to with my older sander, but I think there's still room for improvement with reducing that vibration and noise even more, and I'll still always wear ear protection when I'm using any form of power tool for safety. Additionally, Keith over at Rag & Bone Brown has had some issues with a vibrating noise when using the sander. Admittedly, I haven't had that, but I encourage you to go check out his video and see for yourself so you can make your own decision, and I'll make sure I link that down below. For vibration and noise, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. One of my favourite features is the adjustable speed control. You can get a range from 4,000 RPM to 10,000 RPM and adjust the speed using these buttons. The soft start motor is also a nice touch, and the electronic brake stops it quickly and safely when you're done. The sander is turned off and on by this paddle lever, which makes it super handy to turn off and on exactly when you want without having to fiddle around and reach for a switch. My old sander didn't have this kind of control, which was to be expected because it was a really cheap budget model. But with this and its variable speed, you can dial in super easily to exactly what you want when you're sanding your piece. It's very smooth once it's up and running, and although I like the LED counters that show you roughly what speed you're on, I think I would have preferred a digital display with the actual number rather than just LED lights filling up a bar. Overall, I think I'd rate the speed control a solid 7 out of 10. Let's talk about dust collection. One of the worst parts about sanding is all the mess, right? And the fact that all that dust that's kicked up in the air can be harmful to your health. This sander comes with a 1.1 meter dust hose at a 35mm diameter you can connect to whatever dust collection you may use. It also has a 360-degree swivel fitting, so you can keep the sanding hose out of your way whilst you work. The centralized vacuum system keeps dust levels pretty low, and when paired with these abrasive discs, the sanding is a much cleaner process. This is a huge upgrade from my old sander, which just had a tiny little bag that would rapidly fill up with dust and didn't really have any suction method to stop the dust flying everywhere anyway. I'm going to give this feature a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good, but I think the hose could just be a little bit longer for more flexibility around the workshop. So, just before I give you my final thoughts on the Rutlands Brushless Random Orbital Sander, just want to remind you not to take my word as gospel and make sure you do your research, form your own view, maybe check out some reviews from other creators like Ben over at Lion and Bear Woodworking and see if they like it.
What's up, woodworkers? Ben here. Now, my favourite part of this sander is where it
Whoa, mate. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just giving my thoughts on the Rutland sander, mate.
Oh, that's great, but don't you think you should do your own video maybe?
Fine, maybe I will.
Maybe you should.
Fine.
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 Great.
All right, I'll see you on the next one then, mate.
Sorry about that. Here's what I think. Now, whilst it's not perfect, it really is an impressive tool and brings a lot to the table. It's got a powerful motor, great comfort and control, and the dust collection is really good for what it is. And I think it's the best I could get, especially when combined with the limited dust collection that I have in this workshop. In the categories I tested out throughout this video, I've given this an overall score of 41.5 out of 50, which works out at about 80% of the maximum available score. While I'm not here to tell you to buy it, I've definitely found it a massive upgrade from my old budget sander. The features I've highlighted, the power, comfort, vibration control, speed adjustment, dust collection, are all really big wins in my book anyway. If you are interested in picking one up for yourself, I will post a link down below to where you can get these from the Rutlands website, but I must caution you that this is an affiliate link. If you do purchase one subsequently after clicking on that link, I will receive a small commission at no extra cost to you. So thank you to anyone who does purchase one of these through that link. It does help support my channel and helps me keep making these videos for you guys. Thanks very much for watching, and let me know down below what you think of this sander and whether you think it's worth the investment. If you have any questions about the use of this sander, please post those down below and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like and share this video with your woodworking pals. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.